Hey guys, Tanya here. I am at the Mount St. Francis. This is my favorite place to hike. It is very near and dear to my heart. So I figured it was a good place to end the year with my last hike because it is New Year's Eve. So this will be my last chance to get out and hike before it's 2023 and we get to start a whole new year, a whole new set of challenges and hikes and fun adventures. And thinking about that, I thought I would kind of turn this into a 2022 year in review kind of video. So what I would like to do is kind of talk about my growth on the channel, some of the awesome people I got to meet this year, some really cool places that I got to hike and backpack, and yeah, we've just gotten to do some really cool stuff and I want to talk about it. So stick around and let's see what 2022 had for us. So I'm at the coolest bridge here. I love this bridge. It's by Trail 6 and 7 at Mount St. Francis. Definitely come check this out. It reminds me of the Dolly Sides trip I did in April. I really would have liked a bridge so we could have gotten over that river. So if you haven't seen it, I'll put a clip in here. But we were supposed to cross the river that goes through Dolly Sides, and the water, the snow melt had caused the water to be quite rapid and high. So we could not cross where we wanted to, and we camped at a really, really awesome campsite, hoping that the next day maybe the water would be better. It was not, so we hiked back out and moved the car to the Bear Rocks trailhead. We were at the northern or the southern end, and so we moved up to the northern end to Bear Rocks and just hiked in a couple miles, camped, and then hiked back out. So it was a really fun trip. It was a wet day, kind of like today, and a bridge would have been really nice. So we could have seen the rest of Dolly Sides that weekend, but it's okay, things happen for a reason. And but I will show that footage for you right now. So I think this is Lion's Head. That's where we're headed, but first we have to go down to the creek and cross it. Wow.
We gotta cross this.
Alright, we have made it to camp. It's an amazing sight. There's no way we're probably going to be able to cross this for sure tonight. I'm not even sure we're going to be able to cross this tomorrow. Because it's still not passable. We're not going to be able to cross here. And this is the end of the trail without crossing. So what we're going to do is hike back out to our cars, and we're going to move to Bear Rocks trailhead, and then we'll just hike a couple of miles in and we'll set up camp and camp there for the night, and then we'll see what tomorrow brings us. All right, we're at Bear Rocks trailhead. We are headed off to our camp. So here's my view for the night. Pretty wonderful. So Dolly Sides was quite an epic trip. It's in West Virginia. I got to mark another state off of my bucket list. And yeah, I mean, it was a dream trip. So I will definitely link the video, full video, below. And any of the other videos that I talk about from this year, they'll all be linked below. So, in May, I got to do another really cool thing, which is my first meetup. It was the Spring Indiana Outdoor YouTuber meetup at the Charles Dean Wilderness, where we stayed at the Blackwell Horse Camp. And this was the first time that I met with other YouTubers. I have another friend who does have a YouTube channel, but this was different. These were people that I had been watching. So that hiking guy, Hoot on the Trail, Carlson Adventures, lots of really cool people like that. It was really neat to get to hang out with them. I was apprehensive going into it because, again, I'm an introvert, and being around new people really make me nervous, but I felt really comfortable because these are people that I had watched. These are people that inspired me to get out and hike. So I had a friend, Gretchen, and her husband Willie from Willie Outdoors. Hung out with them a lot, and sorry, going uphill again. So anyways, that was a really cool experience and opportunity, again, to get to meet people that I enjoyed being around, people that I enjoyed watching, and just getting to network a little bit. And so I'll show some of the footage from that right here as well. We are at the Indiana YouTubers meetup here at the Blackwell Horse Camp, which is in the Charles Dean Wilderness. And so I just got here, got my bed set up. I'll show you that later. We will be out here today and then in the morning, and I will be heading out after breakfast.
We have a yellow box. Yellow box. Nothing in it. It's just a yellow box. It's a cable cam. Cable cam.
Did you see table candle?
Yeah. Gotta get moving off on ground, please. Moving off.
I wanted to show you my setup for the night. So again, I didn't bring my hammock or my tent. I just decided to try sleeping in the car for the first time. This is just my pillow from home, and then this is my 20-degree quilt from Hammock Gear. I love this. It's super comfortable. Then what I've done is I have just shoved a couple of things inside of my summer Ozark Trail 40-degree sleeping bag. So in here I have my sleeping pad. This is the Climate Insulated Static V. And then I took a full size mattress topper and just folded it in half. And then I've put all this inside of my sleeping bag. So I will be sleeping on this and under my quilt. So this should give me plenty of cushion. Should be about 5-6 inches of cushion, hopefully. So yeah, this is my sleep setup. I think it's going to work great. I'll let you know in the morning for sure.
And that's where we're going. And then we're doing the Adventure Hiking Trail in a couple weeks.
Getting ready to watch everybody's first or worst YouTube video, so that'll be hilarious.
I don't know if you know this,
but at nighttime, all the trees look the same.
So hopefully you can see that we had a good time. It was my first night sleeping in my SUV, which was really cool as well. So yeah, so that was really cool. I'm gonna, oh, my glasses are fogging up. But I'm gonna show you this dam real quick. Then we'll talk about the next thing I did. So my next trip, I had decided I kind of wanted to stay local for the rest of the year. You know, at this time the gas prices were kind of going up, and I thought there are plenty of things in Indiana that I have not seen, and this is such a good time to see some of those things. So for my next trip, it was in June, and I had decided to go backpacking solo. I was all by myself, and I had went to Springs Valley. It's near Paoli, Indiana, just maybe 30 minutes from my house, not very far. And this was a really, really cool trail. It does not get near the love that it deserves. You have to kind of bushwhack to a lot of the campsites or make your own. And I had one of the coolest campsites. A great view of the sunset and the sunrise in the morning. And this video did surprisingly well. I don't know what it was. The picture I had for the thumbnail was beautiful. And again, it's a trail that there's not a lot of videos out there, so that might have had something to do with it. Just people searching for information on it. And this was also the trail that I fell in the creek and hurt my elbow on the last day on my way out. So I will show you a couple of clips from this trip as well right now. So this is a horse trail as well, also for mountain bikers. So as you can imagine, the trail in some parts gets a little muddy and stuff, but it's not been anything that's been really bad compared to ones I've been on before. All right, here's our backwoods quesadilla. I wish you were here with me to smell it and help me eat it. This looks amazing. Okay. Well, immediately after that, I stood up so I could eat my quesadilla standing up. And I guess my foot had fallen asleep. So I went backwards. I'm sitting on a log. There's some littler logs behind me. And I think had, oh God. Do you see that? Hit my arm on one of them. Went under the water. The water is actually pretty deep right here. I did manage to save my sandwich somehow. We should be at the last water crossing before hitting the mile back to the car. I made it across and back on the trail. Very uneventful. And then right after that is where the loop begins. Oh my goodness, I am so happy to see this trailhead. So, beautiful trail, as I said. You definitely should go check it out. My elbow is fine. It hurt for a couple of weeks, and but it got better. The swelling and the bruising went away eventually, and yeah, so that was a really fun trip, aside from falling in the creek and hurting myself. So definitely go check that one out. And let's see just a little bit more of the trail, and I've got a couple more things I want to tell you about. This is probably one of my favorite sections, walking along the creek, close by, like the dam, the spillway area. There's a nice little bench area that's in memory of someone. There's a really nice swing down here that I always have to stop at, although it's probably soaking wet, so I probably will not this time, but I will at least stop by there. But my next really awesome thing I got to do, Nicole from Nicole Hikes a Lot had reached out to me and had asked me if I would be interested in coming to a meetup that she was doing at Red River Gorge. She was getting a group of people together, and then Jason from Backpacking with Jason was getting a crew together, and we were all going to meet at Hanson's Point. Now, I have been trying to get to out to Red River Gorge for years. Something comes up every single time. So I told her, I was like, yes, I definitely want to do it. Pray that nothing happens. And somehow nothing came up and I got to go. So that was pretty awesome. Again, I got to see some of the people from the Indiana meetup that I had been in in May. And then I got to meet some of the Kentucky boys. There was people from all over. We had people from, I think, Wisconsin, Michigan, Virginia, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio. I mean, we somehow managed to fit, I think, about 40 people out on Hanson's Point. So this was super special, because these were, even more YouTubers that I had been watching, and I got to meet again, and I got to hang out with them and share a campfire and food and stories and a hike with. So this was super special for me, to get to not only do that, but I got to do it at the Red River Gorge for the very first time. So I'm going to show you a little bit of footage from that. I was so in the moment, I didn't get a whole lot of footage, but I did get some, so I'm going to share some of that with you. And so you can see just how special this time was and these people are. Alright, I got my camp set up for the night. I've got it currently set up in porch mode, but I'm excited about it. We are just chilling right now. There's the camp. Hey guys, we have made it out to Hanson's Point. I'm blown away by how beautiful this is. Like, it's amazing. I picked up some crazies along the way. But yeah, it's crazy beautiful out here. All the colors are starting to change, and but yeah, this is a pretty awesome viewpoint of the gorge. So
He smells of desperation.
Oh my goodness. Is there any hiker things yet?
Jeremiah, that could ruin your evening.
It can ruin your morning too.
Had them for display, so I yeah, reminisce on ice.
He might come out here. He thinks they're farting around. In other words, I'm taking a break, partner.
Yeah, with Jeremiah Stringer. Folks told me in the morning in camp he liked to linger. I said
everybody's packing up and headed out this morning. And then this is where I was back here in this area.
Came to places I didn't think you could camp. Wow. Just wedged in there.
The gorge is pretty cool, isn't it? I hope to get back out there again really, really soon. So that was in October, and I have one more thing I wanted to share with you, and it's another meetup, but first I want to show you kind of what I'm looking at right now. Okay, so last story. This was my last meetup that I've done in October, and this was again, it was the Indiana Outdoor Beautuber meetup. They do it twice a year, and it had grown quite a bit this time. I stayed in my van, or in my SUV again, instead of deciding to tent or hammock. It was in the same place, and I again had a great time. Met more new people, hung out with some of the same people as I'd done in the spring, and it was a really cool opportunity. We did a day hike, which I did get a little sick hiking for whatever reason, but you know, we have a great community of hikers out there, and they take care of one another, and I got to experience that when a couple of the guys had hung back with me when I wasn't feeling well and just kind of kept an eye on me. So I appreciate that. Thank you, Rob and Chris. It's very appreciated. And so I'll show you some of the special moments we had at that meetup.
Has my mojo and flute infused in it. So you're guaranteed to get testosterone releases. What I'm trying to say is I didn't wash it. So, let's go.
485.
485.
Pass.
Oh, it's got mojo in it. Enjoy.
Oh my goodness. Cookie crumbs? That good?
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
my.
And then a cherry. Is that it, mister? Is that it? Okay.
Mmm.
Oh,
You did a great job picking these
I
ingredients.
would say. Better watch out.
Oh,
Just take
are you gonna get my ice cream?
No.
It's mine. All right, so I'm finishing up my hike here at Mount St. Francis. I hope you have enjoyed this rewind review of 2022 and all of the fun things I got to do this year. There were some highs, there were some lows, met lots of great people. I laughed a lot and I grew a lot in many ways, not only my channel but myself. So I'm looking forward to what 2023 has in store for me and for you all. If you have any ideas, some places I should check out next year, please leave it in the comments below. Or if you have any cool trips that you're excited about, share them with me. I'd love to hear about it. And until next time, I hope to see you out on the trail. See you later.